Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. I'm going to go on a bit of a rant in a moment, but before I do that, I'm trying to get my KieranCast thing back up and running, for those who care. I want to do, I know I reference them all the time, but like a NoobTube kind of thing. I don't know if you've seen that podcast years ago, but that was great. So I've got a headset coming, because the easier I can make it on myself, the more inclined I am to do it. Hopefully on a weekly basis, maybe for like half an hour to an hour, of me reviewing stuff that I've been playing and talking about upcoming stuff, and I want to get you guys involved. So each week or whenever I do it, I want to ask questions so you guys can send me your answers and we can put them on the KieranCast for all 40 people to watch. So yeah, probably next week I'm thinking I'll start it, because I have got to wait for a headset to get here. I've got to build a table because I want to sit here, because I hate sitting over there with the background as the window, because it looks terrible. So yeah, hopefully I can sit down here somewhere and we can do that. But I've got to build a table, because why buy what you can make? Got to wait for the headset to come. But yeah, on the first episode, I'm going to redo it. So it's KieranCast episode 1. All the other ones don't exist. I want to review, what do I want to review? Prey, Mass Effect, the Deus Ex DLC, the prison one, which I just finished last night. It's on Oz Bargain for like 14 bucks. So Australians, go and get it. Spoiler alert, it's good. Xbox Game Pass, and then we want to talk about stuff that's coming out and other stuff I'll review the next episode. So, for the first episode, I would like you to either email me or leave a comment or send a video or a voicemail or whatever, 60 seconds, to KieranCast@gmail.com. If I remember to do this in post, it will be here, KieranCast@gmail.com, or leave a comment. And the question I'm going to ask is, because we're going to be talking about Deus Ex DLC, what is your favourite DLC? It can be any DLC of all time, not expansion packs. So, you know, a few good ones of my memory. I'm going to have to go back and have a look, because I don't know. You know, like Ballad of Gay Tony, Burial at Sea. The Deus Ex ones are pretty good. So what is your favourite DLC? And I will talk about all your comments and opinions in the KieranCast when I bother to do it, and when all my shit gets here and I craft a beautiful table out of 90-cent pine planks, because they're cheap. So, alright. This is a little bit of a rant, because I know I'm going to cop it probably when I start doing this Kieran thing and start reviewing stuff again. So, do we, as people who talk about games, necessarily have to finish a game to review it? I say nay. Unless, like, if you work at IGN or GameSpot and it is your job, you get paid to review video games, I think, yes, you probably should finish it, where applicable. Like, how do you finish Titanfall? How do you finish World of Warcraft? You know what I mean? There's certain games that obviously fall in a little bit different category than traditional games, I suppose you could say. So yes, I think you should probably have to finish them, play a little bit of the multiplayer or the co-op or whatever, and then review it based on that. But if you're just talking shit into a camera on YouTube like I do, why should I have to finish the game? It makes no sense. If the game sucks for the first 10 hours, why bother keep playing? Or why bother holding off talking about it until you finished it? The 10 hours is not gonna, the 1 hour that's really good at the end is not gonna make up for the 10 hours of the shit. So I don't think you need to finish a game in order to review it. And it's a biased thing, because if I came on here and said that I played, like, Persona 5, a great game, I really like it, I haven't finished it. If I came on here and go, it's the greatest game ever, I love it so much, it's so beautiful, it's so funny, it's so good to play, I love it, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to finish it, it's a 10 out of 10, go buy it right now. No one's going to say anything. I really just thought I wasn't recording then, I was about to shit it. Anyway, I am, thank God. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, greatest game ever. No one's going to say, oh, but Kieran, you didn't finish the game. You don't know. But if I came on here and go, look, Persona 5 is a piece of shit. It starts too slow. No one in the real world talks like this. There's no autosave. The characters are weird. It's a bit too difficult. Why the hell doesn't it autosave? I don't like this. Why the hell doesn't it autosave? I don't like this thing. Why the fuck does it not autosave? The PlayStation 4 keeps turning off and I keep losing progress. Why the fuck doesn't it autosave? I don't know if I'm trying to push an agenda here, but good God, Japanese games, autosave, please. I haven't finished it yet, but, you know, I'm keep playing and see what it is. Then you'd be like, well, how can you review a game that you have not finished easily? And I feel like a lot of Japanese games, when you review, you cop a lot of that, because, like, Final Fantasy is a good example. Why the hell should I have to play 20, 30 hours? And this is like a top comment. Well, it doesn't get good until like 40 hours in. Why? Why should that be like, oh, you have to get, trudge through absolute shit? A lot of people don't have 40 hours to spend on shit gameplay and a shit game for them to get miraculously better after 40 hours when it starts opening up. And Japanese games are at fault in regards to that, and I'm not trying to bash Japanese games, but they hold your hand for like the first tens of hours, and then it opens up. Why can't it just be good from the start? And why is it, oh, you gotta play it for at least 30 hours before it starts getting good? Disagree. If it's shit, it's shit. You can't really recommend a game and go, well, yeah, well, it's the first 40 hours are really, they're shit and they're a slogfest and they take too long, you don't really level up, it's too easy. But then 40 hours in, it gets really good. That's bullshit. It should be good from the start. Another example is Destiny. I go back and look at the comments of people talking shit when I said Destiny was a bad game. I reviewed it the first week it came out because Tanner and I smashed it online in a weekend. And everyone was like, Kieran, Destiny is a platform. It's ever expanding. They're going to keep adding features. They're going to add this. The second one, I got messages about this. The second Destiny will not exist because Destiny is a platform. Much like World of Warcraft and all that other garbage, it is a platform. And then they announced the second one a few weeks ago, so fuck you. Why? Why should I have to wait months, possibly years, for them to add shit that should have been there at launch? At launch, Destiny was terrible. And that's what I reviewed it upon. I didn't go, well, it's got potential to be good in months from now, because that's bullshit. If you want to do that, then wait. But you shouldn't have to wait. You should be able to review a game, talking shit like this, not playing it, and say, well, it's bad. Like Clive Barker's Jericho is like one of the worst games I've ever fucking played, and I talked about it on here years ago. Never finished it, because it was a piece of shit. What is finishing it going to accomplish? Besides the story, which really, when you review a game, because you don't want to be spoiler alert, it's like, yeah, the story's pretty good, or the ending was bad, or the middle was tedious, or it took too long. You don't really go, well, X, Y, and Z happened, which then happened again in this, and then ABC did this, and that happened, because you're not going to extrapolate the story in a video game review, because it's normally gameplay over story, but I think they can work together. So yeah, what do you think? I think it is perfectly reasonable to have opinions or review a game. And another thing, I get in trouble a lot from you fuckers because I judge a game on a beta or a demo. First of all, a beta nowadays, 90% is a marketing gimmick that comes out a week before so they can, market their game. They don't fix anything. Battlefield, how many betas have we done where they're like, yeah, that was old code from 6 months ago. Every Battlefield one, fucking Star Wars, fucking Call of Duty, every EA game, betas are marketing gimmicks. They're not actually a beta. And then when I come on and go, well, the beta didn't sell me because I really didn't like this, this, and that, they'll fix it. It's not the full game, you fucking retard. Get the full game. Review that, you fucking retard. How can you review a game based on a beta? But when I come on here and fillet a beta and go, look, this beta for Battlefront was the best thing I've ever played, it's so good, everyone's like, yeah, that's fair enough. So how come it works one way? Answer me that. BS. And demos as well. You can't review it. You can't base your opinions on a game based on a demo. Seriously, I get this. I guarantee if I was to go and get a demo on Xbox Live or PlayStation or whatever and do a thoughts on it, like We Happy Few, played the beta demo thing for that, the game sucked. Go on, come at me. So yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable. We're just talking shit. This is not a job. We like to talk about video games, and if I haven't finished it and it sucks or it's good, I'm going to talk about it, so try and stop me. Again, I do believe that if it is your full-time gig, then you should try and review the whole game. That's just my opinion. So tell me what you guys think. Can you review and have your thoughts on a video game without actually finishing it? And how do you finish games? If they're World of Warcraft and Titanfall or online only, etc., etc. So yeah, until next time, rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to say what your favourite downloadable content is. Can be anything, no expansion packs, or you can say expansion packs. I don't care. It's your thing, whatever. Yeah, for all the Fallout DLC was pretty good. Yeah. So go back, have a look through all your old games, or your save files, or your DLCs, and tell me which one was your favourite, because I'm going to have to go and have a look, because I've got no idea. There's a fucking dog somewhere, and it just won't shut up. This is my life. So until next time, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Au revoir. Fuck. been a while. What was I going to say again? This is why I should write notes, but I don't.